How tough is it on the defense when you guys are out there for a long time, the offense really isn't doing anything?
I'm sure it's tough on any defense just to be out there for so many plays and just not getting the results that we want and not executing it how we would like. But we in the defense, we got to make the stops no matter what. So.
Do you feel any pressure on the offense when you're moving the ball or getting any points to kind of make that play or get that score you need?
No, I don't feel no added extra pressure. You feel me? We out there. We're the defense, so like I said, we just got to make stops whenever we're called upon. I don't care if we throw 10 interceptions. We got to stop them all 10 times. We the trusted 11 to go out there and make the stops. So we won't blame offense now.
Daquawn, before the opening kickoff, there was that kind of meeting at midfield. Both teams were kind of dancing. How did that affect you?
It didn't affect me. It actually gets me riled up more to see that the opponent is ready, and because I already know I'm ready, so I just know it's gonna be a lot of talking going on, and it's a rivalry, so stuff like that happens all the time. So.
Do you feel like the rest of the team was ready from the start in this one?
I felt we was ready. It's just we just didn't make a couple plays here and there, and it led to a couple bad things.
Just looking at the big picture, why do you think this team took a step back from last season to this season?
Step back. It's just we sometimes we took a step back when we were hit with adversity a couple of times, and it showed. And we just gotta compete when we hit adversity, and we didn't do that a lot of the times this year. That's what we gotta work on going on into this off season, building that killer instinct and to step on some teams' throats when we got them when we want them.
Well, I guess following up on that, why were you guys able to respond to adversity so much better last season? Was it just a leadership thing?
Well, you can say leadership, but you know, I felt last year we had a core group of guys that all had the same goal, is just to go out there and just kill, and we still had that this year, but I feel it was just a lot of times we were so talking about it so much that we wasn't doing it, and we just got to work on, like I said, building that killer instinct.
Isiah, Washington seemed to play a lot of coverage tonight. Was it hard to get separation? What did you think of their side?
They pretty much, they're scared of the deep threat that we obviously have. They've been playing press bell and just taking care of the deep force. So that's what pretty much bothered us. Obviously all of our routes go pretty much deep. We should have adjusted at halftime or in the first quarter, but yeah, they're pretty much afraid of the deep threat from us.
Isiah, those early turnovers on downs, did that kind of dishearten the offense at all?
Well, personally, it hasn't bothered me at all. As far as I can tell from the team on the sideline, I felt we were pretty confident through most of the game. Just some things, we just let some things get away from us, but that's what comes with having a younger group of guys. But hopefully, we'll pick that up within the upcoming years.
With the drops, is that kind of something you think could be attributable to the fact that it was so freezing out there?
I mean, I'm not going to make excuses for anything, but obviously everybody knows it's cold, and you can take what you want from that.
Isiah, did it seem like Luke was hitting you on the numbers in the same way that he usually is?
Those last two passes that I had at the end of the game, I felt like that's the Luke that I like, and that's the Luke that gets things done. So yeah, at that point in the game he was, but I don't know. I didn't really get any attempts in the beginning of the game, but that's all I can say about that.
Did it seem like their pressure was able to throw off a lot of the receivers' timing tonight?
I don't really know about the sacks or whatnot, but obviously I'm running on one route, not really paying attention to the D-line, but I feel like if Luke would have more time, obviously we could have got the ball a little bit more, so yeah, I guess so.
Isiah, I'll ask you the same question I asked Daquawn a minute ago. What do you think was the reason that maybe this team took a step back from last year to this year?
I don't think we took a step back at all. Obviously we lost players and we're trying to fill those positions. I feel like we have an awesome season. I love you guys. We really played our balls off.
Isiah, if the team didn't take a step back, is there anything that you kind of attribute the lack of wins this year compared to last year to?
Just inconsistency, pretty much. We obviously didn't play Cougar football or what we expected our season to be, but I think the just inconsistency that we played with this season kind of attributed to that.
1 for 10 on third downs today. Could you attribute that again to just UW was able to just bring the pressure there and Luke didn't have as much time to get it to?
Obviously, on a couple of those third and shorts, we shot ourselves in the foot and got 3rd and 15, 3rd and 10, so it made it 3rd and long, and I feel like that attributed to our inefficiencies at third downs more than anything.
Isaiah, does it seem like some of this inconsistency maybe stems from trying to do too much or over-eagerness to make a play, and is that exacerbated in a rivalry game like this?
As far as me personally, I take every game the same. It's a rival game, and we don't like the Huskies at all. But I feel like I'm going to play my Isiah Myers football and see where that takes me. But to be honest, I don't know where the inconsistencies came from. It was just an inconsistent day for us.
The fact that they were kind of maybe trying to do some stuff to psych you out early on, the dancing on the field, stuff like that, do you think that affected the team's focus at all?
No, I didn't phase us at all. We love it.
Daquawn, second play for scrimmage in both halves. Washington goes on 50-plus yards on the runs. With the play they ran, did it catch you guys by surprise? Were you guys not positioned to do it? Not
Yeah.
ready mentally?
Honestly, we went like though we were supposed to be, and they caught us in that one gap, and they did what they were supposed to do.
You guys good with these two? You guys had a chance to hear from Steve Gleason before the game. Just wondering what that experience was like for you guys.
Steve Gleason's an inspiration to all of us. He came and spoke to us a couple years ago against ASU, and we loved it. I love Steve Gleason, what he's about and how he's a fighter. But yeah, I feel like his inspiration made me feel good. It made me love made me appreciate what I had and what experiences I got too.
The same for me. I appreciate Steve Gleason and all he has done for Washington State, and it just makes me want to just go out there and give that extra effort for someone that wants to, still wish they could be in our shoes and still wants to feel like a kid again and suit up in the Washington State game. It just makes me proud to be a cool game that he came back to speak to us, made us like very riled up before the game, and it got us going. But we love Steve Gleason.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.